So, they ask how I get that,
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this damn break room, y'all. Oh, boy. All right, y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail. Oh, my goodness. I am behind on my reactions. Before we get into the reactions, I really want to apologize. I know a lot of y'all like, TMR, are you okay? Are you all right, sis? Yes, y'all, I am fine. I am perfect. I'm just, life be life in y'all, and I'm working and I'm doing a lot of things. So just to be honest with you guys, I'm trying to keep up with the videos, but sometimes you guys, I just don't want to watch what people got going on in the world. And that may sound weird because that's what this channel is all about. We do reaction videos on the moms and current events and things that's going on social media. But there are times when you guys, I have to like woo-sah away from it, okay? But I definitely wanted to get into the Justin Jackson, Mahogany Jackson, Jacksons of Atlanta situation, okay? So as y'all see on the screen, we got Justin in the break room today. Now, here's the thing, y'all. The last time we discussed the Jacksons of Atlanta, we discussed Justin and Mahogany both putting up their letters to their audience on social media, on their Instagram, basically saying that they were getting a divorce because Justin apparently has been emotionally unfaithful to Mahogany. And so when we all started talking about this, we all decided that it was a skit, right? And one of the biggest reasons we all felt like it was a skit was because of what happened a few years ago. What was it? Is it about 2 years or so ago now? When Justin and Mahogany went through their whole process of birthing what they said then was their third set of twins. Needless to say, that third set of twin pregnancy ended up being a singleton pregnancy. So as I watched Justin's response to his audience about whatever's going on with him and Mahogany, one thing that came to my mind was, wait a minute, Justin. Wait a minute, Mahogany. You two are the same couple that told your audience a couple of years ago that you don't want to talk about what you talked about for 9 months. You were introducing your third set of twins. Okay, you are going to be birthing your third set of twins. Because if you guys don't know, they have 2 sets of twins. And then now they have 2 singleton pregnancies. So they have a total of 6 children, all boys. You guys were very adamant about not talking about it. You guys are, I'm just going to say mourning, okay? Because if you were going to have twins and then you only had one, something had to happen to the other baby, right? So people were like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, we can give you your privacy. However, you are the ones, your channel, your family is the one that announced and talked about this third set of twins. It literally in every video title, the whole time Mahogany was pregnant, every little thing that had anything, or even if it didn't have anything to do with the baby, it was splattered all across their thumbnails. So we were like, okay, whatever. People just stopped talking about it. We just stopped. I mean, some people still do talk about it, but it wasn't like on reaction videos anymore, right? Because people just let it go. Because needless to say, she had another baby after that twin pregnancy that never happened. But the problem I have with this situation is, how is it that I'm just going to say the death of one of your children is more intimate and private than the death of your marriage. I mean, at the end of the day, it's something that is no longer based off what this is. So I would think you would want the same amount of privacy. If you guys were not willing to talk about, and obviously who couldn't relate to losing a child? There are many people in the world who have unfortunately suffered losing a child at birth or losing a child while you're pregnant, within the gestation period of your pregnancy. There are a lot of women that can relate to that, but they chose not to talk about it. But yet you have taken the time to put up posts individually on both your Instagrams, basically chronologically describing the death of your marriage. I mean, in my opinion, that seems very hypocritical. And I don't understand why these people that call themselves vlogging or whatever they're doing on the internet, I don't understand how they feel like they have the right to play with their audience. Because let's be honest, if it wasn't for the people, there would be no reason for you to show up. Now, again, I'm not saying you got to kiss people's asses. I'm not saying that. But I feel like it should be some type of level of respect. And the reason why, we're going to get into Justin's speech on his channel in just a minute. But let me say this, because it's really been in my spirit. There is a difference between if you literally come on your channel and you're like, oh, my name is Justin, but I'm playing Jack. And Mahogany, my name is Mahogany. My real name is Mahogany, but I'm playing Mary on this channel. You two came onto your channel, the Jacksons of Atlanta, Justin starring Justin, playing Justin, Mahogany starring Mahogany, playing Mahogany. You guys never came on here, although now Justin claims he's an actor. But initially, when you guys came on here for what we thought being your authentic selves, showing your family. And it went from that to, obviously once you get, for a lot of people, once you get a lot of subscribers, a lot of that goes to these people's head. Now, I have said a lot, and a lot of you guys in the comments have said a lot, that the Jacksons of Atlanta tried to mimic the Prince family, right? And here's the difference I feel between the Prince family and the Jacksons of Atlanta. This is how I personally feel that the Jacksons of Atlanta would never be on the plateau of where the Prince family is, for a couple reasons. One, the Prince family came into this thing years ago. They came into this thing when people wasn't really doing what they were doing back then, right? Now, who don't have a family channel? Who doesn't have a channel with pranks? Like, that's all over YouTube. That's it's nothing rare to see. You see it all the time. But when the Prince family came on, and obviously they had a couple fails at their channels too. They didn't get it at the first go round. They had some channels that weren't successful, and then they came back and then they got it to where they're at. But the difference between the Jacksons of Atlanta and the Prince family, for one, the Prince family started years ago, right? And their audience back then, and even so now, is more of a young audience, because they mainly targeted teenagers and young adults, like teenagers, like 11, 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe, late teens, early 20s, because of their age as well too. Now, Justin and Mahogany are supposed to be in their late 20s as well too. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, you guys correct me in the comments, when the Prince family, Damien and Bianca, first came on here, I don't think they had children. If I'm wrong, correct me. I don't think they did, but obviously over time they, built a family. But their channel was catered more to the younger audience. Justin and Mahogany's channel is not catered to a young audience. They came on here legitimately a family channel. Husband, wife, kids, And as their channel started growing, they started having their family started growing. The majority of the Jacksons of Atlanta audience are, for one, women. The vast majority of their channel are women, and they're mothers. They're more than likely they're women like in their late 20s, mid 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. That's their audience. Their audience is not a 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old that want to see the neatest prank, right? Even although the Jacksons of Atlanta do pranks, but they don't have it like the Prince family does. Because again, the Prince family, when they got into it years ago when all this stuff was kind of new to, the Instagram. And when the Prince family came on here, TikTok wasn't even a thing, right? So they got it back then. The Jacksons of Atlanta, I personally feel like, yeah, their channel will grow, but I don't think they don't have the audience that the Prince family has that keeps their channel going. And if you notice, I'm gonna take you guys real quick to their views. That's why their views have dropped tremendously, because the Jacksons of Atlanta over time have changed their content. Initially, they came on here brand new to Atlanta, young husband and wife, young family, growing family. That's how they came on here. Well, now they want to grow with the times, right? And now they're doing skits, because y'all know there's a lot of people on the internet doing skits and things of that nature. But again, that's not their audience. Now, the vast majority of their audience followed them because they were a young couple with cute kids, like, and kids that something that doesn't happen a lot, sets of twins, especially with them having 2 sets of twins. That's what the uniqueness to the channel, that's what people primarily was brought to their channel. And now they're trying to change it up. And me personally, I just don't feel like they have it like that. Like when I watch Justin and Mahogany, I think of suburban husband and wife. I don't think cool Justin, jazzy Mahogany. It doesn't give that. Mahogany, 6 kids. She just had a baby 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah, she doesn't, and to me, and I'm not trying to be malicious when I say that, she doesn't give me a Bianca Prince vibe. Wearing the cutest fashions and the cutest hairs, and she doesn't. These two will never hit the Shade Room team. They will never ever hit the Shade Room team, because those type of people, the people that watch the Shade Room team, the people who follow Shade Room team, doesn't follow Justin and Mahogany, because it's a different type of culture. All right, for example, yesterday they put up a video. Justin pretty much was the narrator of this video. They were basically doing it's this video right here. They were basically doing a promo for some company called Mom Cozy, right? So Justin basically was taking care of the kids for the day. That video got 8.2K views. There was nothing about the video. Like if you watch the Prince family, the kids got some special toys. They going shopping, or they're going to some big event, or it's always lights, camera, action on their channel. The Jacksons of Atlanta don't give that. And if you guys just notice here, in the last few weeks, their views have really been very, very low. Again, especially for a channel that has 700,000. Now, granted, a lot of their subscribers came from their short form content. They got a lot of videos. They got millions of views on their short form content. So that's how that's how the vast majority of their subscribers have came from. But this, like I said, this is their channel, because this is what they cater behind, being a family channel, right? This is what they cater behind, being a family channel. Although the Prince family is a family channel, in my opinion, it's just a different dynamic. So let me get in really quick to Justin's video. When I watch Justin's video, and he was explaining this emotional entanglement that he's in. Justin started the video off by saying he met Mahogany. Him and Mahogany got together when he was like 18. He was very young. He said Mahogany was his first everything. Okay. Prior to Mahogany, he wasn't used to dating. And so he went from meeting Mahogany. She was working somewhere at the mall. I think he said American Eagle or some clothing store. He went from meeting her to they started dating, and then soon after, like a year or so later, they got married, and then they started having children. Justin was really into the church, you know, because he said he was brought up in the church, and that's what was instilled in him, the Bible, being a pastor. So he ended up going to school, Bible school, to become a minister, and him and Mahogany struggled. He mentioned struggle. He mentioned Mahogany being his first. Now, he did say that Mahogany had dated prior to him. So Mahogany wasn't. So basically, he said Mahogany wasn't new to this, but he was. So in my mind, I took it, when he said that, I took it like, okay, so Justin, what are you saying? Are you saying that you missed out on your prime part of your life as being a young adult because you end up getting with Mahogany? She kind of swept you off your feet, and you basically went along with her because that was the only thing you had to go along with. And now that he's on social media and he's being exposed to a plethora of women, are you saying now that you see that you got options when back when you and Mahogany first got together, you wasn't aware of your options because women wasn't put in front of you like they are now? Now, when he said that, you guys, and I'm going to be honest with you, based off Justin's mannerisms, I feel like he truly meant that. Do I feel like they are getting a divorce? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really don't know. Some of me feels like possibly, and then some of me feel like this got to be just for views. But the way Justin talked in this video, he talked very proudful of this woman that he has an emotional entanglement with. And it appears that he's the only one emotionally involved, because based off what he said in the video, the woman basically like, you married and I can't do anything with that. She didn't necessarily say, I'm feeling for you like you're feeling for me. And Justin even said that. But Justin also said, because she didn't say no or yes, it could go either way. It seemed like he seemed very pushy and demanding, like you just gonna make this woman want you. It almost seemed like he was trying to say that the woman's playing hard to get. And again, I'm just going to assume this woman is probably a woman who's had experience with other men. You're the man who hasn't had experience with women. And I'm pretty sure if this woman wants something that she sees, I'm pretty sure she know how to go and get it. The fact that this man praised this woman so much in this video and basically mentioned very barely at all Mahogany. He mentioned Mahogany in the very first part of the video, how much he loved his wife. But yet in the same video, you talk about how you in love with some woman that you're emotionally attached to. Like, it seemed very odd. Even if this is a skit, I'm shocked that Mahogany would even allow Justin to have this fantasy on camera. Like, at some point, we got to draw the line. Now, miss me with all that. Justin's an actor. She's an actress. No, miss me with all that, because y'all over there living real life. And what we not going to do, in my opinion, we're not going to turn this movie into a real life trilogy. That's what we're not going to do, in my opinion. Now, the part that also got me in this video that Justin did, Justin, after he spoke about his feelings about this woman, he proceeded to asked people to subscribe to his channel, and then started praying over the people that could potentially come across his video. And all I kept thinking was, sir, who could even want you to pray over them? Like, you need somebody to pray over you. Even if this is a skit, the fact that you're supposed to be, quote unquote, a man of God, and for you to even play with God like that, to play with God's union, for you to even think about playing with God's union, makes me feel and think very little about you and your faith. And you wouldn't be able to pray over my dinner, sir, let alone my life. I just really feel like Justin and Mahogany, and I guess you could say, I would like to say Justin is just a despicable individual. And I really want to say Mahogany is just as much as Justin is, because I just feel like she's playing along with it. Now, obviously, they need the money to take care of their family. Word around the curve is they don't have any money. Okay, that's the word on the curve, that they're really hurting for money. Now, again, they do have several YouTube channels. They have an Instagram. They have a TikTok. I really don't know where these people are getting their money from and how they're making their money. And to be quite honest with y'all, that's none of my business, because I don't live in their house. Their bank account doesn't affect my bank account. So I don't like counting people's pockets, because that's y'all thing over there. But I will say that I really feel like Justin does a grave disservice to this channel just based off his personality. He, the fact that he wants to be an actor and he acts as if he's lusting after women, or if you watch some of his skits, but then you will get on the pulpit and trying to call people to come closer to God. When you're living of the world, you're being worldly in your videos, but then you get on the pulpit and try to switch it up. I mean, even Ronald Reagan, and y'all remember the president Ronald Reagan? I mean, when he became president, he was no longer an actor. It's like, Justin, you're going to have to pick a side, sir. Either you're going to be an actor or you're going to be a pastor. Like, me personally, I don't think you can do both, because it don't seem the same, and it definitely doesn't seem godlike. I don't know really what Mahogany is going to do with this situation. As her being a mother of 6 boys, one thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. We know that nothing is promised and nothing lasts forever. And the fact that, let's just say this is a skit, and the fact that Justin is playing with y'all marriage like this, and they've been married 8 years, but that's still fairly new, right? Y'all haven't even hit the 10-year mark in marriage. The fact that you allowing this man to play with your marriage, if this is a skit, I just think, like, then you don't care much about your marriage either. I will say this, in the video that they put out yesterday, I believe it was, the video that they put out on their Jacksons of Atl channel, Justin came into the kitchen and called himself trying to, caress Mahogany. She was putting dishes in the dishwasher, and Mahogany kind of like, she didn't pull into his embrace. It was almost like when he touched her, she seemed very weirded out behind it. Just to show you guys, I just want to show you for an example how their chemistry just seems very off. Watch how he hugs on her, and he trying to put his arms around her, and Mahogany doesn't even fall into his embrace. It just seems very odd. I don't know. They seem very uncomfortable with each other. Again, I don't know. It's because, they're acting. I don't know what it is, but it just seems very odd. Like I told you guys, Justin was in this video. Child, he damn near drunk this whole bottle, if not did drink this whole bottle of Stella Rose or Rosa or whatever it's called, honey. And I'm just going to say, I just, good luck to them, okay? If this works for them, great. You know, at the end of the day, there's 6 kids that need to be taken care of. Hopefully for Mahogany, she stopped giving Justin cheering, okay? Because if he's not going to respect her as his wife and as a woman, baby, he wouldn't get nothing else up out of me but a handshake, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all drop down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Like, this was just my thoughts, just a random thought. I don't even really know if I'm reacting to the video. It's just when I watched Justin's video, some of it seemed very real to me. Like the way he was expressing himself and how he, never really got a chance to date. And Mahogany was his first everything. And now that he's around an array of other women, he's basically getting a taste of the rainbow. Like, that's how I took it in the video. And I don't know, you guys, for some odd reason, it just seemed really real. Like he really meant what he was saying. So I guess only time will tell what's going to happen with the Jacksons of Atlanta. But what I will know is this: Justin is very greedy, and Mahogany probably is just as equally greedy as he is. And I just can't see them throwing away the Jacksons of Atlanta just like that. I just can't see it. All right, you guys, I'm gone. You leave your thoughts and your opinion down below. Let me know what y'all thought about my video and his video. And I'm going to see y'all in the comments. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.